Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Saturday, December 14th, 2024. Two celestial spectacles will be competing for your eyeballs this weekend. The Geminids meteor shower began peaking on Friday, with more meteors expecting to fall this evening. They were first observed in 1862 and originate from an asteroid rather than a comet like other meteor showers. And at its peak, the Geminids can produce 120 to 160 meteors an hour, according to Wikipedia. That is, however, not expected tonight, as the night sky will be lit up with the last full moon of 2024, called the cold moon. You're more likely to see some meteors if you keep your back to the moon and let your eyes adjust. However, the amount of light that a desert full moon throws out can wash out some of the dimmer meteors, making viewing this year a little more difficult. The Geminids may still be visible Sunday night and will almost have completely faded out by Monday. The annual event should be better viewing next year when there isn't as much stiff competition for the dark skies. Today, the Joshua Tree Retreat Center will be hosting the first Joshua Tree Writers Festival with live readings, writing workshops, and an open mic starting at 9:30 a.m. and going all day until 6:30 p.m. Joining us with a rundown on the inaugural event is author and reporter Gabriel Hart.
Kicking things off at 9:30 a.m. will be the panel Celebrating the Literature of Joshua Tree National Park, with guest speakers Chris Clark, Ruth Nolan, and Karen Davidson, moderated by Greg Gilbert. At 11:05 is Mojave Desert Stories, Mojave Desert Voices, featuring the NALC's Elizabeth Page, Tisha Marie Reclay Aguilera, and Taria Smith, moderated by Ruth Nolan. After a break for lunch with an array of vendors and food trucks, presenters Sant Kalsa, Chris Clark, and Sean Milanovich bring us Showcase of the Desert Forest, Life with Joshua Trees. At 2:30, a desert writing workshop facilitated by Cindy Anderson and Riley Powell, followed by an open mic and featured readings with final words at 5:15. The event is free and open to all. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
And if you're hearing this before 2 o'clock, head on down to the Landers Record Fair in Joshua Tree, taking place at the station. There'll be 9 vendors slinging vinyl, tape, CDs, and vintage goodies, including Z107.7's own DJ Lee. There's no better way to Christmas shop for the music lover in your life than during the best monthly record fair in the high desert. That's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. today at the station on the east end of Joshua Tree. And tonight is also the second Saturday of December, which means downtown Joshua Tree's galleries will be open as usual for their monthly art crawl. And tonight there are a few new galleries exhibiting for the first time. With the lowdown on the art you can be viewing tonight is news director Jeff Harmatz.
In addition to the usual slate of art galleries dotting downtown Joshua Tree, several new galleries will open their doors for the first time tonight. 3 new galleries open in the Art Queen complex behind La Matadora and next to the Sun Alley shops. Alvarez Studio, the working studio and gallery of Joe and Aaron Alvarez, will be open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Lorenzo, a curated collection of treasures from longtime desert resident Flora, will be open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the Alien Robot Museum will have their grand opening from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. La Matadora will be debuting a new group show of functional artwork featuring tools, devices, and other objects from more than 30 local artists. There will be an opening reception from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Hey There Projects debuts a new show titled Atlas Montibus, featuring work from artists Anthony Hurd, Travis Weller, and Ebel Macias. There will be an opening reception from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the Beatnik Lounge is hosting what they are calling a free-range poetry reading, starting at 6 p.m. All these galleries are in the downtown Joshua Tree area, so you can park at one and walk to the rest. Reporting for Z107.7, I'm Jeff Harmatz.
There'll be a new screening of the documentary feature film Sheepdogs tonight at the 29 Palms Visitor Center. Presented by local nonprofit Milltree, the documentary film features 4 Morongo Basin veterans of the Marines and Navy telling their stories of injury and healing. The documentary is directed by Brian Knapmiller, with music supervision by Pat Kearns from the Z107.7 New Music Showcase. He says there'll be some new music in this edit, and the screening is tonight from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., and you can keep the music flowing after the screening with the show from the Kearns family at the Spaghetti Western in Morongo Valley from 7 to 9 o'clock tonight. We'll have links to both events at this story on our website. White Rock Horse Rescue in Landers is hosting its annual fundraiser on Sunday. Here's reporter Hillary Sloan to explain the event and what you can expect.
White Rock Horse Rescue has been a sanctuary for horses in need, rescuing and rehabilitating them with the help of a dedicated community of volunteers. These beautiful animals thrive, regain health, and have a second life. Meet the horses and the volunteers on December 15th from 12 to 4 p.m. Enjoy a hot cocoa bar and warm homemade churros, delicious baked goods, and Christmas decorations for sale. The event promises even more holiday magic with appearances by Santa and the Grinch, a parade of horses, a craft sale, and a special surprise for the children. Admission is free and all are welcome. Join the festivities at the White Rock Horse Rescue Ranch, located at 733 Geronimo Trail, Landers. Celebrate the season and support a wonderful cause. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
The Morongo Basin Historical Museum will be celebrating 25 years of their annual meeting this Sunday, December 15th at 1 p.m. The silver anniversary marks a quarter century of preserving and sharing the Morongo Basin's rich history, and they'll be celebrating with seasonally festive foods and a special music performance of Dave Jessup and Joe Zarkey. They'll also be going over museum plans for the upcoming year. That's the Morongo Basin Historical Museum's annual meeting at the Landers House this Sunday at 1 p.m. at 632 Landers Lane in Yucca Valley. You can visit www.mbhistoricalsociety.org for more information. And on Sunday morning, head out to the monthly Landers Open Air Flea Market at the Moose Lodge from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Enjoy the usual mix of handcrafted and homemade goods crafted right here in the high desert. Anyone can come out to sell in the parking lot of the Moose Lodge out on 58266 Ricci Road, and this is the final sale of the year until the flea market's spring return in March. As always, it's free to sell, so come on out until 1 o'clock on Sunday to find a unique gift for yourself or someone else special in your life. And if you or someone you know loves exploring the diverse ecology of the Coachella Valley through birding, then the Salton Sea Leadership Program might be just the thing to kick off your 2025. According to the Audubon Society of California, the transformative program is designed to inspire, educate, and empower individuals passionate about the Salton Sea and desert conservation. Through hands-on learning, immersive field trips, and community engagement, participants will gain the skills and knowledge to advocate for this unique ecosystem and its communities. Applications for the program are going to be due by January 22nd. We'll have a link to more information and an application at this story at Z107.7fm.com. And that's your local news for Saturday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 news team, I'm Robert Hayden.